Welcome, dear students. Today, our topic is exercise 10.4 vector algebra for the students of class 12 subject mathematics. Here, our main concern is over vector product of two vectors, vector product, which is also named as cross product. Cross product. We shall try to understand this with one example. Suppose we have one vector A equal to 1i plus 2j minus 7k, right? Second vector is vector B equal to minus 2i plus 3j plus 1k. Now, how to find the cross product of these two vectors? Vector A cross vector B. Here, the very first basic thing is that the cyclic order in a circle. Suppose here we have I. After I, this comes J. After J, this is K. Right? So, this way, after I we have J, after J we have K, after K again we have I. So, what we say, I cross J, the value will be equal to K. I cross J is equal to K. J cross K, J cross K, J cross K answer will be I unit vector. Starting with K, K cross I will be equal to J. Similarly, if we take reverse order, that is, if we write J cross I, then we write here negative K, negative unit vector. Similarly, K cross J, reverse order, this is equal to minus I. Here I cross K is equal to minus J. After that, if we have any two vectors I cross I, unit vector cross product with the unit vector I, same unit vector, then this cross product is equal to 0. J cross J is also equal to 0. K cross K is also equal to 0. So, this is the fundamental rule we apply in cross product. So, here also we have A cross B. So, how to find the product? We write here A is I plus 2j minus 7k. Cross product second vector is minus 2i plus 3j plus 1k. Right? So, I cross I is 0. I cross J becomes k. So, this will be equal to, first of all, we multiply with I cross second bracket minus 2i plus 3j. Here I have written the value of A cross B here. Now we shall try to solve this. So, how to find the cross product? First of all, taking first component, which is I cross second bracket minus 2i plus 3j plus k. Next time plus 2j cross product second bracket minus 2i plus 3j plus k. Third component is minus 7k cross product second bracket minus 2i plus 3j plus k. Right? So what happens? I cross I is equal to 0. Next is 3. I cross j becomes k, unit vector k. Next is plus I cross k is negative minus 1. I cross k is j. Right? So this was first bracket. Now solving second bracket, j cross I, first of all 2 into minus 2 is minus 4, j cross I is minus k plus 2 into 3 is 6, j cross j is 0, 2 j cross k, j cross k is equal to I. So second bracket is over. Next is plus minus 7 into minus 2, 14, k cross I is j, minus 7 into 3 minus 21, k cross j, k cross j is minus I. Last is k cross k is 0. So finally we have I components, they are 2i plus 21i, that is 23i. J components are minus 1 plus 14. So this is equal to plus 13j. K components are 3k plus 4k plus 7k. So this is the way how we find the cross product of two vectors. In short, the cross product we can find this way also. This is the second method. A cross B, first of all we put the determinant sign. Here we write I cap, j cap, k cap. The coefficients of I, j, k corresponding coefficients of A vector are 1, 2, minus 7, 1, 2, minus 7. After that the components of B are minus 2, 3, 1, minus 2, 3, 1. So this way I into eliminating corresponding column and row, 2 into 1 minus plus 7 into 3 21, then minus j into corresponding to j column and row, they are eliminated. Next we have 1 into 1 1 minus sign, minus 2 into minus 7 plus, this becomes minus 14. Next is k into 1 into 3 minus plus 2 into 2 4. So this way 21 plus 2 23i minus 14 plus 1 minus 13 minus plus 13j, 3 plus 4 plus 7k. So this is the shortcut we can follow to find the cross product of two vectors. Now in terms of vector product of two vectors, suppose A vector and B vector are given. To find the angle between these two vectors, between these two vectors, let theta be the angle, then we write sin theta is equal to vector A cross vector B, its magnitude, whole divide magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. So this way we can find the angle in terms of vector product of two vectors, vector A and vector B. If vector A and vector B represent the adjacent sides of a triangle, then the area of the triangle will be equal to half of the magnitude of the cross product of vector A and vector B. Suppose this is the triangle ABC. So adjacent sides, AC side represented by vector A, AB side represented by vector B. Then how to find the area of the triangle? This way, area of the triangle ABC will be equal to half the magnitude of cross product of vector A and B. Similarly, if vector A and vector B represents the adjacent represents the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then its area will be equal to, half is erased here, area will be equal to, because in parallel to AB we can draw the line this way. Parallel to AB we have this side, parallel to AC we draw this way. So two similar triangles are there. So what we got here, area of triangle ABC was half the magnitude of the cross product of A cross B. So half plus half, that becomes 1. This side is also equal to vector A and this side is also equal to vector B. Same magnitude, same direction. Now we shall try to solve the questions of the exercise. Exercise 10.4. The very first question of the exercise is question number 1. Find the magnitude of the cross product of vector A and vector B if vector A is equal to I minus 7j plus 7k and vector B is equal to 3I minus 2j plus 2k. Here we shall follow the shortcut method. So first of all we have cross product of A cross B is equal to determinant symbol, we write I cap, j cap, k cap. Vector A coefficient components are I coefficient 1, j coefficient is minus 7, then k coefficient is 7. Likewise, coefficient of B components 3, minus 2, plus 2. So this way we have I cap into, corresponding to this I, row and column are eliminated, minus 7, minus 2, 7, 2, minus j, again corresponding to j, row and column they are eliminated, 1, 3, 7, 2. Lastly plus k, corresponding to k, row and column are eliminated, 1 3 minus 7 minus 2, this way. Now finding the determinant I cap, this becomes minus 14, minus minus plus 14, minus j, 1 into 2 2, minus symbol 3 into 7 21, plus k into 1 into minus 2 minus 2, minus minus plus 7 into 3 21. So this is equal to 0i minus minus plus 19j plus 19k. So this is A cross B. Now we have to find the magnitude of A cross B. Therefore, magnitude of A cross B is equal to square root of 0 square plus 19 square plus 19 square. This becomes 19 square into 1 plus 1. So this becomes 19 square root of 2. So this is the required result. Now we have the second question. Find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors a plus b and a minus b, where vector a is equal to 3i plus 2j plus 2k and vector b is equal to I plus 2j minus 2k. So first of all, let c vector is equal to vector a plus vector b, and its value will be equal to, adding the corresponding components, 3i plus 1i 4i, 2j plus 2j 4j, 2k minus 2k 0k. Similarly, let d is the vector equal to vector a minus vector b. So this way we have 3i minus 1i 2i plus 2j minus 2j 0j, 2k minus minus plus 2 plus 4k. So find a unit vector perpendicular to each. So in order to find the third vector, so c cross d is the vector which is perpendicular to vector c and vector d. So here we need to find the cross product of c and d. So how to find c cross d? C cross d is equal to, writing I j k. Corresponding components of c are 4 4 0. Corresponding components of d are 2 0 4. 2 0 4. Now this is equal to I into 4 4s are 16 minus 0 minus j, 4 4s are 16 minus 2 into 0 plus k into 4 into 0 minus 2 into 4 minus 8. So this is equal to 16i minus 16j minus 8k. So we can also write this equal to, taking 8 common, so 2i minus 2j minus k. But our question is find the unit vector. So in order to find the unit vector, we have to find the magnitude of this vector. So magnitude of C cross D is equal to 8 into square root of 2 twos are 4 plus 2 twos are 4 plus 1. 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 1 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So 8 into 3 equal to 24. Now we can easily find the required vector. So required unit vector required unit vector is equal to vector C cross D divide C cross D its magnitude, right? So this is equal to 8 upon 24, or we can write 16 upon 24 I minus 16 upon 24 j minus 8 upon 24 k, that is 2 upon 3 I minus 2 upon 3 j minus 1 upon 3 k. So this is the required unit vector. Even we can take negative sign of all the vectors, so this becomes plus minus, this becomes minus plus, this is also minus plus. So this is the complete solution. Now coming to question number 3, we have if a unit vector A makes angles pi by 3 with I, pi by 4 with j, and an acute angle theta with k, then find theta and hence the components of vector A. Starting with vector A, let vector A itself is a1I plus a2j plus a3k. So here we need to find the unit vector. A is a unit vector, therefore a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square is equal to 1, right? Now we use the formula. If theta is the angle between vector A and vector B, then cos theta is equal to dot product between vector A and B divide product of their magnitudes. So here the very first thing, vector A makes angle pi by 3 with I. So cos pi by 3 is equal to A dot B, vector A dot B vector is I cap, divide magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector unit vector I. Second time, pi by 4 with j, cos pi by 4 is equal to given vector dot with j is here, divide magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector j, unit vector j. Third time, an acute angle theta with k, cos theta is equal to vector A dot k unit vector upon magnitude of A into magnitude of unit vector k. So because it is given that A is a unit vector. So this implies magnitude of A is equal to 1. Right? Now writing here cos pi by 3, the value is 1 upon 2 is equal to vector A. Vector A itself is a1i plus a2j plus a3k dot product with I. Divide. A is the unit vector, so its value is 1. I itself is unit vector, so its value is also equal to 1. Similarly, here we have cos pi by 4. Value is 1 upon square root of 2. Right side, A vector is a1i plus a2j plus a3k dot product with j. Divide. A is the unit vector, its value is 1. J is the unit vector, its value is also 1. Here also cos theta is equal to vector A is a1i plus a2j plus a3k dot k unit vector. This is equal to 1, this is also equal to 1. Now what we do, 1 by 2 is equal to component of I dot I is equal to 1, so this becomes a1. So value of a1 is 1 upon 2. Similarly, j dot j is equal to 1, so 1 upon square root of 2 is the value of a2. Lastly, we have k dot k is 1, so cos theta is the value of a3. So corresponding components we have got here. Now what we are going to do, we shall follow this condition. a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square is equal to 1. It means a1 square mean 1 upon 2 whole square plus a2 square mean 1 upon square root of 2 whole square plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So from here we have 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2 plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this way 1 upon this becomes 1 plus 2 upon 4 minus 1 is equal to minus cos square theta, or we can write cos square theta is equal to 1 minus 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. So cos square theta value is 4 is the LCM, 4 minus 1 3, 3 minus 2 1 upon 4. Therefore lastly cos theta is equal to 1 upon 2, because theta is acute angle. Cos theta is equal to 1 upon 2. Theta is acute angle. So what we can say, theta is equal to pi by 3. So this is the required value of theta, and corresponding components, they are now cos theta, this is pi by 3, cos pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2. So a1 is equal to 1 upon 2, a2 1 upon square root 3, a3 is equal to 1 upon 2. Next question, question number 4. Show that vector A minus vector B cross product vector A plus vector B is equal to 2 times A cross B. So left hand side is equal to vector A minus vector B cross product vector A plus vector B. So this is equal to writing first component, which is vector A cross product second bracket vector A plus vector B, minus sign minus vector B, cross product vector A plus vector B. So this is equal to, first bracket is A cross A plus symbol A cross B minus sign, second bracket B cross A plus sign B cross B. So this way we have A cross A, the value will be equal to 0, plus this is A cross B minus this is B cross A, and B cross B again, this is equal to 0, 0 vector. So finally we have A cross B minus B cross A. So A cross B, this becomes plus, but here the order will be opposite now. This becomes A cross B. So this way we have 2 times A cross B. So this is what is right hand side, 2 times A cross B. Question number 5 is, find the value of lambda and mu if 2i plus 6j plus 27k cross product next vector is I plus lambda j plus mu k is equal to 0 vector. So we apply the shortcut method I j k is equal to 0 vector. Components are 2, 6, 27. This is 1 lambda mu. So this way we have I into 6 mu minus 27 lambda minus j, or we can write plus j, starting with here 27 minus 2 mu plus k times 2 lambda minus 6. So right hand side is 0 vector. 0 vector mean 0i plus 0j plus 0k. Now these two vectors are equal, so corresponding components will be equal. Component of I component left hand side is 6 mu minus 27 lambda. This is equal to 0. J component is 27 minus 2 mu equal to 0. K component is 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. So from this we can find the value of lambda is equal to 6 upon 2, 3. From here mu is equal to 27 upon 2. So we can verify the value also in the first equation. 6 into mu. So this becomes 6 into value of mu is 27 upon 2 minus 27 into lambda. Lambda is 3. So this is equal to 0, hence verified. So value of lambda is 3, mu is 27 upon 2. Question number 6. Given that dot product of vector A and vector B is equal to scalar quantity 0, cross product A cross B is vector quantity 0 vector, what can you conclude about the vectors A vector and vector B? So here dot product is 0, so either vector A itself is 0 or vector B itself is equal to 0, 0 vector. So this is what we can conclude for these two, if these two together are true. Question number 7. Let the vectors A, B, C be given as a1i plus a2j plus a3k. This is vector A. Vector B is equal to b1i plus b2j plus b3k. Vector C is equal to c1i plus c2j plus c3k. Then show that vector A cross B plus C is equal to A cross B plus A cross C. So here left hand side is equal to A cross B plus C. So this is equal to I J K. What are the components of A? They are A1, A2, A3. B plus C are B1 plus C1, B2 plus C2, B3 plus C3. Right? Similarly, right hand side is equal to A cross B plus A cross C. So this is equal to I J K plus I J K. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Here this is, here A is A1, A2, A3, C are C1, C2, C3. So this is also the property of the determinant. We can bifurcate these two vectors like this. So this way left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence proved. Question number 8 is, if either vector A is 0 vector or vector B is 0 vector, then the cross product of vector A and B is again 0 vector. Is the converse true? Justify your answer with an example. So here what we can say, no, the converse is not true. Let us take one example. Suppose let vector A cross vector B is equal to 0 vector, right? That is, if we take vector A is equal to 1i plus 2j plus 3k, and vector B multiplying each component with 2, this becomes 2i plus 4j plus 6k. That means vector A and vector B are collinear. So this way what we say, I J K 1 2 3 2 4 6, this is 0 vector. We can check here, I 6 2s are 12, minus 4 into 3 12, minus j 6 minus 6 plus k 4 minus 4 is equal to 0 vector. So of course this is 0 vector equal to 0 vector, but we see that A and B neither A is 0 nor B is 0. Question number 9. Find the area of the triangle with vertices A. We have the triangle A is the vertex 1, 1, 2. B is the vertex 2, 3, 5. The coordinates of C are 1, 5, 5. So here first of all we find, let BA is equal to vector A and BC is equal to vector B. So what is vector A? This is the vector AB. So this is equal to AB vector BA. This is vector BA. So this becomes 1 minus 2 minus I, 1 minus 3 minus 2j, 2 minus 5 minus 3k. Likewise vector B is equal to BC. So this is equal to 1 minus 2 minus I, 5 minus 3 plus 2j, 5 minus 5 minus 5 0 k. So A cross B is equal to I j k minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 1 2 0 minus 1 2 0. So this is equal to I into minus 2 into 0 plus 6. So this becomes 6I. This is 3j. Next k component is minus 2 minus 2 minus 4k. Therefore magnitude of A cross B is equal to square root of 6 6 are 36, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16. So this is equal to square root of square root of 61. Therefore area of triangle ABC is equal to half the magnitude of vector A cross vector B. This is equal to square root of 61 upon 2 square unit is the required area. Question number 10. Find the area of the parallelogram whose adjacent sides are determined by the vectors. Vector A is equal to I minus j plus 3k. Vector B 2I minus 7 plus k. So we know that area of the parallelogram is equal to A cross B, its magnitude, where A and B represents the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. So here A cross B is equal to I j k, 1 minus 1 3, 2 minus 7 1. This is equal to I into minus 1 plus 21, 20 minus j into 1 minus 6 minus 5 plus k into minus 7 plus 2 minus 5. So this is equal to 20I plus 5j minus 5k. We can take 5 common. We are left with 4I plus j minus k. Therefore, magnitude of A cross B is equal to 5 into square root of 4 fours are 16 plus 1 plus 1, that is equal to 5 square root of 18, that is equal to 5 into 3 square root of 2. So this is 15 square root of 2. So required area is equal to square unit.